Hi everyone, my name is Mahindra Bagul. Today we are going to play with Kind, Kubernetes in Docker, Nginx Ingress Controller and Secure gRPC server. So let's get started. So a little bit about me. My name is Mahindra Bagul. I am Senior Software Engineer at InfraCloud Technologies India. You can find me on GitHub on this link. My user ID is Mahindra Bagul and my interests are basically around Kubernetes, Golang and cloud native technologies. So for today we are gonna have this agenda. So the presentation has been divided into two parts, theory and demo. In the theory part we will be talking about Kubernetes architecture, Kind, Kubernetes in Docker, Nginx Ingress Controller, Kubernetes and Ingress deployment, how they both usually work, and certificates and MTLS, and then architecture of the final deployment. So this architecture of the final deployment is related to the demo which I have. Okay, and in the demo part we will see the Kind and Ingress, Nginx Ingress deployment, Ingress controller deployment, and we will also try to run secure gRPC server behind the Ingress. Okay, this is a typical Kubernetes architecture. So you have a control plane or master nodes, and then you have a set of worker nodes. Okay, on control plane or on master nodes you will see API server, scheduler, controller manager and etcd, these components, whereas on the worker nodes you will see Docker, I mean any container runtime like Docker or containerd, and kubelet and kubeproxy, right? And so whenever you are trying to hit the Kubernetes, whenever you are trying to reach to the pods or any Kubernetes objects, you are basically using kubectl commands, right? So your kubectl commands are basically handled by the API server. So you can see it is just like a CLI command, a CLI client for the API server, right? And when you have a Docker container, when you have a container runtime on your worker nodes, you are able to like create the pods, right, on that worker node, and inside your pod you will have multiple containers, right? So pod is basically like just a wrapper over containers. So and the relationship is one to many, like one pod can have multiple containers. So in this diagram you can see pod 1 has 3 containers, whereas pod 2 has just 1 container, right? The same scenario you can see here in worker node 2 as well, right? There are many user interfaces available in the market as well for your API server. So when you deploy your application on a Kubernetes cluster, that time you need to like expose it to the outside world so that your users can reach to your application, right? So that can be done using services or like using ingresses. So ingress also you makes use of services, but a node port is like a raw or a crude way of exposing your application to the outside world, and that is again not the preferred way to do in the production. So when you use node port, that time you basically open a port on your worker nodes. Okay, so here you can see in the diagram that there are a set of pods which are wrapped by a service. Okay, and then that service is of type node port, and now your user is able to reach to your application, right, through the node port type service. And you can create node port type service using this command. So to use this command you need to have a hello world deployment in place, and then you can use expose command of kubectl to expose the hello world deployment. Then you can specify the type of the service, and then you can also specify the name of the service, right? And then example service dash service of type node port will be created. Whereas ingress, which is again another object of Kubernetes, here what you do is you also need to like create it using kubectl command or like using YAML files or JSON files, and it is just again you can say in the layman's terms it is just a URL map, right? So there are two services behind the ingress, and the URL map is basically like a decision maker to which service the user's request should be forwarded to, right? So for example, if I'm trying to hit /blue, then service blue will be called. If I'm trying to hit /green, then that time service green will be called, right? When you like make use of ingress in your Kubernetes control in your Kubernetes cluster, then that time you also need to install ingress controller to handle your or to manage your ingresses. So there are many types of ingress controllers available in the market. So Nginx Ingress Controller is one of them. So Contour or like Glue, these are few examples of ingress controllers. So here in the diagram you can see there is a user, and then user is trying to reach to your applications through ingress, then again the request will first come to service, and then service will then forward the request to your pods, right? And then pods are again running some containers, right, where your actual application is running. We are gonna make use of the same diagram in the next slide, but just before that, let me talk about a little bit about Kubernetes in Docker as well. So it's just a tool for running local Kubernetes clusters, right? And the nodes are nothing but the Docker containers. When you create a Kubernetes cluster using Kind, the nodes are just Docker containers. So earlier it was just designed for testing Kubernetes, but later, due to its popularity, it is now being used for local development or inside the CI as well, continuous integration tools. As part of my part of my demos, I have a gRPC server and client as well. So my gRPC server is in Golang and gRPC client is in Node.js, and they are both talking over HTTP2, okay, and they are sharing this file, employee service definition. So that's a proto file. A proto like is a contract defining mechanism, I would say, and due to that, like, server knows in what format data needs to be sent, and client also knows like in what format the data will be received. So .proto file is nothing but the contract, right? Our main motto of this presentation is to achieve MTLS between these two components, because our gRPC server is gonna be running inside the Kubernetes cluster, whereas our Node.js client will be running on my local machine. And we need to have server certificates for the gRPC server. We also need to have the client certificates for the gRPC client, which is in Node.js. And then they will be able to establish the communication, right? To understand more MTLS, let's like go through this diagram. So here also you can see there is a client, and then there is a server. Client has its client cert, and then server has its server cert, right? And then there is a common entity who knows clients and servers identity, right? And it is called as a certificate authority. Okay, so this is basically a component which again provides the certificates to these two components. So when client tries to access protected resource on a server will send or present its server certificate. So server is trying to now say who is it actually. So client will then validate server certificate with the CA. Once that check pass, then client will now try to present its client cert. Now server also needs to verify whether the client cert presented by client is valid or not, and that is done through the CA. And then once these both things are passed, these both checks are passed, client is able to access the protected resource. Okay, so this is how the MTLS flow works, and we will be seeing or observing the same flow in the demo as well. So this is gonna be my final deployment. So I have a Node.js gRPC client, which I already talked about, and it is gonna run on my local machine. And then we have a Kubernetes cluster created using Kind Kubernetes in Docker tool. Okay, and then we have a namespace called Golang 2021 meetup, and then in that namespace you can see I have a gRPC server ingress, okay, which is running just next to the service called Golang gRPC server. And then I have a Golang gRPC server deployment and pod, right? And then this deployment and pod, these are using two config maps, Golang gRPC config and employee database. So employee database is it just containing the JSON. I will be showing you the exact content of it when I will be walking you through the demo. And then it is also making use of a secret. So gRPC server certificate. So as this is my server component, and it should run with its server certificates, right? So the certificates are stored in a secret, and then that secret is mounted on the pod, right? And then here in ingress you can also see it is also referring to the secret. So that is because we are gonna send the client certificates from the client through the ingress, through the service to the pod, okay? And we don't want TLS offloading or SLS offloading on the ingress level. We are gonna pass through the TLS request directly to the pod or to the container, right? So that's why here ingress is also referring to the secret. I will be talking more on this one in the demo. So let's move on to the first demo. So we are here gonna create Kind cluster and install Nginx ingress controller. So just before that, I want to walk you through the directory structure, okay? So I have a folder called code, okay? You can ignore these parts because I'm gonna push this whole repository to the GitHub. Okay, and then in the code you can see there is a config. So inside kind there are commands, and then kind config YAML, and then MTLS you will see a bunch of certificates, because we are going to need a client certificates as well as server certificates, right? And also there will be CA component also. And in the Golang gRPC server I have the gRPC server related code, and in the Node gRPC client I have the Node.js gRPC client, right? So this is the structure I have. Let us first go through the first demo, right? And that is about creating kind based cluster, right? So what I will do is I will create a kind based Kubernetes cluster. So the command is kind create cluster, and it is referring to the kind config YAML, right? So let me open kind config YAML and let me walk you through that. So kind is a cluster, okay, and then there will be three. So this cluster will be 3 node cluster. So there is a control plane, okay. So 1 master node and 2 worker nodes, okay. And few things which you should be noticing is that I'm specifying these node labels, right? So ingress ready. So these labels are required when you are gonna install ingress Nginx ingress controller, because this is how like you will be able to reach to your Kubernetes cluster from your local, okay. And I'm mapping few ports like 80 and 443, okay. So let us move ahead with this command. Oh yeah, I first need to move to the directory structure. And then I will be firing the same command again. Oh, code, then configs, then kind. Yeah, it should work now. So you can see it is trying to create a cluster kind, okay, and then it is preparing the nodes now. So meanwhile we will go through the next set of commands. So the next command will be or the next step will be to install the Nginx ingress controller, right? So I'm just firing kubectl apply command, and the content of creating Nginx ingress controller is on this link, okay. So let me just copy this command and wait for the cluster to be ready. So it will take some time because it is 3 node cluster, so it will try to spin 3 containers, right? Because one container, so nodes in a kind based clusters are nothing but Docker containers. We will also like let me walk you through the next commands as well. So the next command is just for waiting, because when you fire this command kubectl apply and this Nginx ingress controller deployment file, right? So that time what happens, it takes some time to get all the pods up and running, and you need to like have all the pods, all the configurations ready, and the appropriate way to check is to fire this command. So here what we are doing is we are just waiting for namespace ingress Nginx, and then we are also waiting for the condition ready, right? And then selector is app kubernetes.io component controller, right? Yeah, here you can see now it wrote configuration, it started control plane, it also installed CNI, installed storage class, and it is now joining the worker nodes, right? Okay, coming back to this command, sorry for like moving back and forth. So in the last command we are gonna edit the deployment of ingress Nginx controller as well. So I will tell you, I will like what we are gonna modify here. So this flag, right? So enable SSL pass through, this needs to be added as an argument to the ingress Nginx controller, otherwise your SSL pass through mechanism will not work. And this was like a major blocker for me when I was working on a similar assignment. Yeah, here you can see now the cluster is ready. Let me try to list all the pods. So it will also take some time because the pods may not be all the pods may not be up and in up and running state or in the ready state. So here you can see few pods like etcd kind control plane, it is not in the ready state yet. Let us watch. So kube controller manager kind control plane, it's not in, yeah, it got up and running state now. Yeah, all the pods are in the ready state. So let us do one thing. Let me go back in the commands, copy this line, and I need to fire this because now I'm gonna install the Nginx Ingress controller on the kind based Kubernetes cluster. So this link, right, it basically has a file and it has got namespace, service account, config map, and bunch of other Kubernetes objects, and these are all required to have the Nginx Ingress controller up and running, right, in your cluster. So I'm gonna fire this wait command now. So it will wait till all the pods are up and running. So let me start another window for Tilix and increase the font. Let me try running. Let me copy this command watch kubectl. Yeah, here also the kubectl wait command, it succeeded. Here you can see the condition was met and then the command has ended, right? So now moving back to the commands file, and here you can see I now need to edit the deployment, right, which is in Ingress Nginx namespace, and the deployment name is Nginx Ingress Nginx controller, and I need to basically like add this flag, right? So I will just end this window of terminal and here editing the deployment. Okay, moving down. Yeah, so here you can see in the spec part containers, the container is Nginx Ingress controller, right? And I now need to add one more argument over here. So what I will do is I will just copy and paste this, right? And yeah, so I have added this now, and I will just like exit from this file. Yeah, the deployment was edited. Okay, let's move back to, let's move back. Let me see whether all pods are up and running or not. So in the Ingress Nginx namespace, the controller component should be up and running, right? So it is not in the ready state yet because after I modify the deployment, the container got restarted, right? So yeah, now we can see that it is in the ready state, right? 1-on-1. Let's move back to the presentation. So this was like a demo one. So this is how we install this is how we create a kind based Kubernetes cluster and install Nginx Ingress controller on it. Okay. Then in the demo 2 we have a gRPC server, and then we need to run it on the Kubernetes. Okay, and then we will basically expose this gRPC server through service through Nginx Ingress, right? Move back, and now we need to explore this MTLS part, but just before that let me walk you through the Golang gRPC server. So this is a Golang based project. So here you can see in the protobufs folder I have employee.proto. Okay, so this is the way to define the contract in protobufs. So you have, so I'm using proto 3, making use of the employee package, and then I have a service. Okay, this service is basically so service will basically have all the RPC methods in it. So get details is one of the RPC method which I have like used in this demo, and then there are messages as well. So employee request had just one field called ID. So whenever a client will try to access the employee by ID, the request needs to be formed in this way. Okay, and the response will be of this type. So employee response, it has a nested message, employee details. Okay, and the employee details message has these 4 fields: ID, email, first name, last name. Okay, and in the employee service you can see RPC is get details, and the employee request is being passed from the client, and it returns employee response, right? So in the server package I have main.go. Okay, so just before that, so when you have employee.proto, so you need to have some Golang code, right? Because your server is in Golang, so you need to have some Golang implementation of this proto file. So there is a proto-C, proto compiler, which you can use to create these files. Okay, so these files are auto generated. When you open it, you will notice this message, code generated by proto-C gen, right? Do not edit. So this is generated using the command, and this code is like so this code is basically generated as per the information you specify here. Okay, so these both files are created using the .proto using the proto-C, and it is as per the .proto which you have created. Okay, so when you create these two files, you can now make use of these two files in your server main.go. Okay, so let me walk you through what I have in the server. So I will not go into much details, but let me just show you the get details, right? So get details is a server method here, right? And employee request, that is what I'm accepting here, right? And then I'm checking for is valid certificate. Okay, that's the first check. And then inside that method I'm also checking for some CN, common name and all. Okay, and then when that check is passed, here in get employee details, I basically retrieve all the employees, and then run a for loop, and then just extract the employee by ID, right? And then just return that employee. Few other things which you might be interested in are, so here you can see I'm trying to create a certful which using the certificates present at this path. Okay, and then once I have all the certificates, I need to add them to the TLS config here, right? So I get cert pool and certificate here, and then I try to create TLS config. So I return TLS config from here, and then making use of it here. So in the main method, you can see I'm trying to run gRPC server using this credits method and passing this TLS config, right? Okay, so the next thing would be the Kubernetes folder. So here I have config map. So I have got two config maps as I had shown you in the diagram, right? So one of them is to store the server data, server details, like here you can see I have server address and server port in the config map. Okay, and in the next config map I just have employee database. So all the employees I have placed in the config map. In the deployment I have just one container running, and the container will be running this node, this Golang gRPC server code, right? So I have already got a Docker image on this so on this account mahendrabagul/Golang 2021-meetup, and few things to notice here, that I'm passing server port and employees from config map as an environment variable, right? And I will be mounting, so here down below you can see I'm mounting this certificates which are in the secret on a pod, right? So in the sorry, yeah, so I don't have a YAML file for creating secrets here. I have got it in the mtls directory, but I will show you when I will go in a mtls directory. So I'm just mounting the secrets on a pod here, right? And in the ingress part you can see few things to notice are like, so you need to specify these annotations. Okay, so auth TLS pass certificate to upstream true. Then also you need to specify where you have your gRPC server certificates, right? Let me go back to the diagram so that it can get more clear. Yeah, so if you see here, then the ingress is referring to this secret, right? So here this annotation is referring to this secret. Also the backend protocol is gRPC yes right now. Okay, and the gRPC backend true, that's what you need to mention. And this annotation needs to be specified. This needs to be specified because that's what we did when we installed Nginx Ingress Controller as well, right? And here in the rules part, you have Golang 2021 conf42. That's like a /etc/host entry, and here in the service you can see Golang gRPC server. So this service I am specifying from the ingress. So you can relate this diagram here. So I have opened ingress YAML configuration here, and this ingress is referring to service, right? So this is what I'm doing here. So Golang gRPC server, this service I'm referring over here, right? And the port is 50051. Okay, and then TLS host is Golang 2021 again. In the service, it is just like a plain any normal Kubernetes service definition over here. So Golang gRPC service I'm labeling over here. So just wrapping the deployment and pods, right? With this understanding, let's move to the MTLS folder. So I have got few shell script. Let me minimize this and then expand this one. I have got a few shell script files. So jncert.sh and jnsecrets.sh. So jncert.sh has all the commands to create the root CA, server CA, then client CA, server certificates, client certificates, and the certificate chain as well, right? And when you do that, when you fire this command, the whole set of certificates will be generated. And then once you generate these certificates, you also need to now create secrets out of these files, right? So that I have the secret creation, I have added kubectl commands for them here, right? So you can see here kubectl delete namespace. If there is already namespace present for this Golang 2021 meetup, then it will be deleted, and I'm creating a new one and creating a bunch of certificates here, right? So just creating gRPC server certificates. Okay, and in the OpenSSL.cnf, I have a few configurations for my certificates here. So I'm going to push this repository. You can have a detailed look at it, or you can watch my another meetup video where I have like gone through these files in detail level. Okay, so let us do one thing. Let me move to code and then configs emtls and then gencerts. So it is now creating all the secrets, all the certificates. So once all the certificates are generated, we will try firing this jnsecrets.sh. Yeah, so here you can see there was no namespace earlier because we created a fresh cluster, and a namespace was created and also a secret got created, right? So now once we have these certificates, once we have these secrets here, what we can do is we can move to another folder, that is Golang gRPC server. Oh, sorry. And then we will just try. So we first need to like apply all the commands. We need to apply all the we need to do kubectl apply for all these kubectl all these YAML files, right? So we will do this using this command kapply-f kubernetes, and it will basically create config map, two config maps, deployment, one ingress and one service, right, for our objects that we just discussed, right, these four. And let us now move back to the terminal window and let us watch the kubectl get pods -a. So here you can see a Golang 2021 meetup namespace was created and a new server, a new pod is running, right? And it's not in the ready state yet. So it will take some time because it may, so as this is a new cluster and I had removed all my images on my local, it will try to pull a new, it will try to pull an image from Docker Hub itself. Yeah, so it's in the ready state now. Let's do one thing. So our Golang server is up and running now inside a Kubernetes cluster. So what we will do is now we will move to Golang Node.js gRPC client, and we will try to run it, right? So this Node gRPC client, it will run on my local and it will talk to the Golang gRPC server running on a Kubernetes cluster behind the ingress, right? So let me first run it and then we will walk through the code. Okay, so Node gRPC client. So the command to run is node 5 oh, it's index.js, right? So 5 employee is not, so there are just 4 employees. So when I specified 2, the employee was retrieved, right? So this message is coming from the Kubernetes cluster, right? A pod running on a Kubernetes cluster, right? Which was created using Kind. So let me first now walk you through the Node gRPC client code, right? So I have index.js, which I ran basically. Let me close. It's taking some time because I have got 2 other clusters running on my local as well. Yeah, so here you can see in index.js I'm using gRPC.js, which is gRPC library, okay, and then using helper methods from that library. I'm loading the protobuf file. So in the protobuf directory we will have the same file here, right? Can you see, right? So then once I read that file, I create an employee service object, JavaScript object, right? Then I'm specifying this. So I'm trying to create a credentials, basically gRPC credentials. So create SSL is a method, helper method, and it basically takes 3 parameters. So first parameter is a CA, cert chain basically. Then the client, the key, and then the cert. So you can see gRPC client.key and gRPC client.cert, right? And using these generate credentials, I will try to create a gRPC client. So here you can see, you can notice this URL, right? grp golang 2021.conf42.com :443. So this is basically the URL configured on the ingress. So if I go and open the ingress YAML, right? So here you can see the host configuration. So this is the host specified over here, right? And as this is a TLS connection, it runs on the port 443. And you might have also noticed when I had created kind based cluster, I had expose 443, right? Extra port mappings. That's what I had done. So this is like a way to run your MTLS based applications on kind based Kubernetes cluster. Okay. So the other file which you should be looking at, this client this index.js in the client folder. So here I'm just like trying to hit or trying to call this get details. So this get details is a RPC method defined the .proto file right here, right? So I'm just trying to hit it over here, and then once I get the response, I'm just trying to log it here. So you can see the employee details for employee ID. That's the message printed over here, and then the whole message, right? Yeah, so that is the end of the second demo. At InfraCloud we are hiring. You can go and visit this link, https://www.infracloud.io/careers, or you can just send your resumes on this link, careers@infracloud.io. Thank you. So this was a try from my end for explaining or for playing with Kind, Nginx Ingress Controller, and Secured gRPC server. Thank you everyone. Bye.